Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers Cyberverse review. In today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the Fusion Megashot Megatron. This is of course the leader class Megatron from the Cyberverse line. He features 2 attack modes and aimed at ages 6+. Quick look at the back and side of the box. We've got Megatron in his animated form, and on the back we've got him in his bot and vehicle modes, featuring both of those Fusion Megashots. I actually really like how this Megatron looks. I think I'm going to enjoy the Cyberverse show. It really does kind of scream a mix of Transformers animated with the RID and maybe throw in a touch of Teen Titans Go. And here we have Megatron spinning around on his pedestal. Now he is cast as an ultimate class figure, but unfortunately has the articulation levels of a one-step changer. Very disappointed with his articulation, but look-wise he really does look the part. Definitely screaming that animated vibe there. He's actually more of a G1 Megatron than what we got with Transformers the Animated Series, and I'm okay with that. You know, he does really look good on display, but his functionality and the overall playability, it's very, very lackluster. Slightly disappointed with what they've done here. I know from having 2 boys, they want a Transformer that can actually do something. This is aimed at 6+, but personally, I think kids kind of older than 6 are going to get bored of it pretty quick. Let's take a nice close look at that face sculpt. Paint apps are pretty nice. Love that big stern chin there. It strikes me as odd though that they've painted up the head, but that's about it. They've left the rest pretty blank. I guess that's so the paint doesn't rub. You get the odd silver highlight, but that's kind of it. And he definitely does look clunky. I think this is still part of their action attackers line, hence they are lacking the articulation. I hope we do get some figures from this line that are properly articulated. Really loved the Transformers animated Ultra Magnus and the Bulkhead, so I'm hoping we get something similar to that. I mean, we don't even have any head rotation. We just get a bobblehead up and down, get some up and down on the arms. Due to the transformation we get a bit of a butterfly joint. We don't get any bends on the elbow. There's no movement on either of the fists. That's disappointing. I mean, they could have got something in there surely. And the legs, they come forwards, backwards, out to the side, and no upper thigh rotation. We get a little bit of a bend on the knees, and the feet can go up and down at both the toe and at the heels. But that, unfortunately, my lovelies, is it. As you can see, he does have a very large fusion cannon, and to get this mechanism working, you want to rotate his hands around. And we bring this arm in, click that into place, the mechanism lines up, we push, and then to get the mechanism to work, we've got this button on the side. Here we go. Nice pink paint applications. The most detailing you have on the figure is inside his gun. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, you have to hold that button to get it to stay in place, and I kind of get what they're going for here. He's kind of got that arched back look there on his waist, so he's kind of throwing his arms forward to get this weapon. Almost looks like he's from Dragon Ball Z. He's got that nice arch on his chest and back there, and he's bringing his hands together to form that weapon mode. Not sure that it works. What do you all think? I can see why they've did it, but I honestly think that they've alienated the market as opposed to securing it. just for a kind of mixed up size comparison, we have some of the Cyberverse figures from their kind of Warrior, Legend to Deluxe class. We have the Voyager class Starscream from the popular Studio series line, and then we have the Masterpiece Megatron as well, to give you an idea of how he scales. Now, as indifferent as Megatron looks, he does in fact transform. So you want to bring these arms up and push his head down so it locks into position. Bring his legs forwards and these feet tab in together and roll round. There's a conjoining tab just there. Those are gonna tab in like so and lock in securely. There are these tabs on the outside of the legs. They're going to untab. And again on this side, just untab that, bring that around, bring the waist down and just give it a push, and it will actually crack that waist upwards, allowing these to come round and tab in just here underneath the arm and on the waist. Locking that in scarily firmly. Right. The head pop ab crunch section is pretty cool though, just pop! Temperamental. You have to have the arms right forward, he has to be in the right position, but and then again with this amazing function on these arms, bring those in and lock that into place. That is his tank mode, and you know what, that's actually not terrible. Everything locks in extremely firmly. It's a very robust build, nicely done, and we still have that button that we can flick like so. Although if these legs are even remotely out of position, the cannon does get stuck and is increasingly difficult to operate. And unfortunately another downside is if you push these back pieces in, the waist tends to kind of pop out, so you kind of have one side in or the other, but still it's a fairly robust vehicle. A quick scale comparison in his vehicle mode, you can see he does scale up pretty well. He's basically leader class. I'm not sure if the ultimate class is the equivalent of leader class. I'm not entirely sure how it works anymore, but he's a pretty big, beefy figure. Unfortunately, like the bot mode, it does lack any kind of charisma, and I can see children getting bored of it pretty quick. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Transformers Cyberverse Megatron. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. It's not bad, but by any means it is not a good figure, and unfortunately it doesn't even cause a scratch on the Transformers the Animated series. I just hope that the animation itself is kind of on par and up to scratch, because Transformers is an amazing franchise. Both of my kids love it. My wife despises it, or maybe despises me, but it's a very popular franchise, and I really hope that Hasbro can appeal to the younger audience as well as the older ones, because this is a little bit subpar, Hasbro, even for you. Thanks again to Robot Kingdom for making these reviews possible. I've included a link in the description below for the 2-pack for you to purchase this and Optimus Prime. And until next time, for myself and Megatron, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Megatron can flap.